Hi friends, Namaskar, good morning. Welcome to the new edition of Monday Mantra. In this video, I am going to give some tips to the parents on how to manage the erratic behavior of their children. Parenting is a wonderful, exciting experience in the lives of people. It is every young parent's dream and wish to see their kids growing as well-behaved children, earning good grades in school, and grooming into responsible human persons as they grow up. But sometimes, depending upon the circumstances at home, in school, or at play, the behavior of the child changes with time, which is sometimes very matured and decent, and some other occasions becoming very abnormal and unruly. The 8-year-old Sneha is bright in her studies, good mannered, and appreciated by all her teachers and friends. But at home, she is always at loggerheads with her mom, shouting at her, disobeying her at times, even yelling at her mother, repeatedly telling, I don't love you at all. I hate you. I simply hate you. The mother becomes so perplexed and upset, sad and crying, not knowing how to make Sneha understand how precious and valuable she is in her life. The situation seems very familiar, isn't it? Here, Sneha's father has taken up the responsibility or waking her up in the morning, helping her in the homework, forcing her to eat the breakfast, making her wear the uniform and shoes, and he drops her at the school. On the other hand, Sneha's mother is sweating out in the kitchen, getting up early, making beverages, cutting vegetables, preparing the morning breakfast and lunch, and packing lunch in different bags. Since the mother's actions are not visible, the child feels only the father is taking care of all her requirements, and the mother is only ignoring her. And this hard feeling towards her mother over a period of time transforms into hatred. What a sad picture indeed, but it is the reality. This is just one example. There are many such erratic behaviors and rudeness we can see in children, like disrespecting and backtalking to the parents, using abusing language, always crying, shouting to attract attention, throwing the toys, utensils, tearing papers and books, showing aggression and violence, or simply remaining adamant, sometimes even lying to the parents. In all such circumstances, the parents almost come to their wits' ends, not knowing how to manage the children. It will be sometimes very embarrassing and annoying when children exhibit such rude and cranky behavior in public places. When you go out with the family for shopping or for a marriage, a picnic or an outing, which otherwise shall be a very pleasant experience, the joy and happy mood of the whole family gets upset by this one bad behavior of the child. Friends, it is not uncommon to see children exhibiting such behaviors at home or outside. But only thing is, most of the times the anxious parents, they don't know how to handle the situation. Many parents in a fit of anger scold and reprimand the child, even shout at them, some even physically punishing them, which I would say is not proper in the first place. It is all due to the pressures in the present day lifestyle where both the parents are working, finding no time to engage the child. They put him in various after school classes and activities like karate, keyboard, abacus, other tuitions. All this add up pressure to the already overloaded minds of the young persons. Because of this, the children feel they are distant from the parents, both physically and emotionally, which is the root cause for the children to revolt. These helpless parents, with a guilty feeling, try to compensate by taking the children out in the weekends to the malls, restaurants, entertainments. But one basic thing the parents must know is All this never match the parents' show of love, care, personal time they give to the children at home. Bringing up the children with good behavior is the responsibility of both parents. It is not just something like you share your household work between yourselves. Upbringing of a child is not just providing material wants alone, but is more of giving the much needed emotional support and the assistance in an appropriate way. Whenever you observe some abnormal behavior in your child, don't just brush it aside as another tantrum to catch your attention. No. Or you don't get upset also. Don't impulsively react. Instead, try to understand that behind each of their erratic behavior, some deep emotions are involved. And through their behavior, they try to communicate to you something. It's quite possible that your child is physically or emotionally hurt. Maybe he is bullied or intimidated and he is scared. So in a way, the show of emotions by children and their erratic behavior is only helping them to get your attention. The much needed security and support only you can give. That will assist in their emotional growth. So next time, when your 10-year-old son refuses to listen to you or follows any of your instructions by shouting, "No, no, just leave me alone," when he runs to his room and lies down in his bed, don't get angry. Try to speak to him in a cool voice. Let him calm down first. Have patience to listen to him. Slowly tell him he is growing into a responsible person and he can respond more positively in every situation. Sit together and set the rules for the whole family to follow. Give easy tasks with the timelines for the children so that they will happily complete them. This will give them a lot of encouragement in their life. At the same time, firmly and politely tell them, in our home, bad behavior is not acceptable. Excessive control on children will only cripple their creativity. Instead of forcing them into doing things, give them the option to choose. Children love to choose things. And once it is their choice, they will act with the responsibility to perform and to excel. Instead of being an authoritative parent, you become an understanding and a responsive, accommodative parent. Every now and then, find reasons to appreciate their good deeds. Motivate them, encourage them to do better. Teach your children usage of the three magic words. Yes, the three magic words. Sorry, please, and thank you. In all matters of behavior, style, mannerisms, the children imitate the parents. So you be the role model. Whatever good behavior you want in your children, have a fact check that your actions exhibit those good qualities. Another important thing is, whatever be your position, make it a point to have dinner with your children together every single day. I would even suggest all at home to have a small chit chat time after the dinner, exchanging views on happenings of the day, allowing the children to talk more so that they come out of their inhibitions. And also revive the good old habit of storytelling for the smaller kids. This will create a great bond of trust, reassurance, love, and togetherness. So, friends, you make your children feel they are the most precious things in your life. And also by your actions, show to them that you are the most trusted persons in their life. When you do this, relationship becomes easy. Parenting becomes a wonderful experience. Happy parenting.